Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered. I'm Hal, and we're in the painted world of Ariamis, and we cleared out a lot of it last time, last episode. Whoop. So we're not gonna go through the long way again, but we are gonna, because we've opened up several shortcuts. Oh my word, see, the phone again, every single time. Every time, without fail. Right, excuse me lads, don't want to tussle with you again. And now I've been taken back to the title screen. This is a glimpse into my life. And I'm gonna have to start in offline mode, aren't I? Or am I? No. So that's just the servers being absolute garbage then. It's tedious. You know, in the original, I never had any bother with it. Like, for stuff like that. Like, since I've had this, I've lost count of the amount of times that it's taken me back to the title screen. Just because it's lost connection to the server or whatever. Now, I know you're probably going, oh well, it's probably just your internet's rubbish. And I'm not gonna lie, like, sometimes that is definitely what it is. But I'd say that's the case of maybe a third of the time. Like, the internet's pretty decent. Like, it does drop every now and again. Like, but that's maybe, I don't know, a couple of times a week. It's not that often. Whereas, like, with this, only with this game as well, it's like, weapon ahead, yeah? Alright. Really? I think someone's telling fibs. Let's have a look, shall we? No. Toggle. Touch bloodstain. Alright, okay. Well, that was highly interesting. See, you can see them waiting to ambush us. I mean, we've already been long here, and we've already sprung that ambush, but yeah. I probably shouldn't have done that. What's along here? Oh look, another ambush. Knowing that you can't, like, actually hit them when they're in the animation of climbing up. Like, when they're just hanging, I can, okay. Like, we know how to deal with these. It's called combustion. If I can keep hitting both of them. No, okay. Right, well, let's just back up then, and we'll use fireballs. And we'll go back to combustion now, there's only one. Oh, I missed! You can punch me, that's fine, just don't blow fire or toxic on me. I kind of feel like we've already been here. We totally have, haven't we? Yeah, we totally have been here. Are you going to follow me all the way around here and be annoying? You little get! I scared the bejesus out of us. Right, so the answer to that question is yes, you are going to be tedious. Come on then, pop your head out. So yeah, we've already done all that bit. And in fact, yeah, because we came around the other way, didn't we? And then I was saying, I'm pretty sure if you drop down here, there's an item. Yeah. Soul of a brave warrior. So the question now is, how do we get back up? And the answer is, I don't know. Guess we just drop off here. Wow, okay, I don't know if I want to drop off there. Maybe we'll try and make that jump. Okay. Right, that's not too bad then. You're annoying. I can hear things kicking off like in that building, but I can't see them, so it's making me nervous. Okay, well that wasn't too bad. Was it worth it for the soul of a brave warrior? Probably. I'm trying to work out what I want to do, because we need to progress along there, and that bit's not terribly difficult. You're annoying. I'm sure there's more stuff along here that's worth getting. Now I can't remember if I can squeeze along here. I don't think I can, which makes me think we're gonna have to just... Okay, that took me by surprise. What is with all the surprise attacks today? Right, I think it's here that I can run around and drop down, isn't it? Fairly certain. That sounds about right. I see ya! No. No is the answer. Souvenir of reprisal. So they're the item that you get. I've dropped down too early, haven't I? I might have made a bit of a schoolboy error here. I think I have. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah. That hurt. Never mind. Yeah, I think I'd... what was I saying? Yeah, souvenir of reprisal. So that's what you use. They're the items you get for killing a phantom when you're part of the Blades of the Dark Moon Covenant. Now, for every covenant, is that correct? Before I say this, I'm not certain. To the best of my knowledge, a lot of the covenants, all you need to level them up is humanity. The ones that you don't, so like say Blades of the Dark Moon or whatever, you can there is enemies that drop those items that you use to level them up, albeit very rarely. So like there's a very rare chance that these enemies drop souvenirs of reprisal. And just like the basilisks have a very rare chance of dropping Eye of Death, which you use to level up the Gravelord Covenant. Yeah, I see you. Come on then. Poise saved me there, like. Otherwise I'd have fell all the way to the bottom. Red sign soapstone. So this is basically like the friendly version of the red eye orb. The red eye orb is like your classic invasion item where you just find someone who's online and you can invade them. Nearly fell off there. Heart was in my mouth. So where do I want to drop off then? Guessing it's around here somewhere. Probably here. No, that's where I came on. Oh, whatever, I didn't care. But the red sign soapstone is you can just put that down and someone can choose to invade you via your sign. So like you can do that, you know, if you want to do sort of like Red Phantom PvP without being, you know, Did you just say that? Fall to its death there. Oh, we've woke him up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to back up. Because this guy gives people trouble as well, but he's actually really easy. So, this undead dragon, now that we've woke him up, he'll just sit here. Now, you could ping him with arrows forever, which is boring and will take forever. Also, he's undead, so I think he's immune to poison. But what you can do is you can bait him into doing one thing or another. Like, say these 2 levels here, he only attacks one of them. So if we're up here, what we can do is we can bait him to breathing on the top. Then we go and attack his foot. Then he'll breathe downstairs. And we can go upstairs. And attack his face. Okay, that's still downstairs, that's good. Then we go downstairs. Like, I'm not really sure how I keep missing him when I'm literally a foot away from him. It's better. Right. Are you up or down? You're not sure, are you? Okay. Okay, upstairs. Let's give his paw some action. Okay, move. Right, are you up or down? Kind of got out of the loop here. Don't fall though, that's crazy. Oh, that hurt! I knew as soon as I made that swing that I was being cheeky. But yeah, as long as you don't try and actually go toe to toe with them, you're alright. And that corrosive breath that he's doing, like, I can't remember if that poisons you or melts your armour, but it's one of the two. But yeah, you just kind of make them attack one way, like that. Right, let's not run an attack, we'll just overhand chop. There we go. Downstairs, so we go upstairs. And we're doing alright. Up or down? Down, okay. There we go. Now to it, man. Now to it. And of course we do get a dragon scale because he was a dragon. Blood shield's really solid as well. Obviously we're going to stick with the grass crest, but the blood shield is a good option for, you know, if you want that sort of medium shield. Like 100% damage reduction, but not, you know, still being able to parry. The stability on it's pretty rubbish, but boosts various resistances, which I can't remember how much. It's like either like a 30 or a 50 point boost to like your poison resistance, your toxic, your bleed, curse as well maybe. I can't remember. I could put it on and have a look. Yeah, it does actually do it for curse as well, which is pretty cool. Now another sort of little known thing is, well, not little known, but it's not strictly how you're supposed to go, is these things here, this bottom half of the dragon, okay, which is also still alive. You can chop this up as much as you want and nothing happens, okay. Now the way it's supposed to happen is back here. Is it back here? At some point you can get down on the bottom there, okay, and you head that way and you get in that way. That's what you're meant to do. But if you do a jumping attack on this, so like forward and R2, I'm not sure if this will still work actually. Yeah, it does. So that's like a bug. That's not meant to happen, or it wasn't intended to happen like that. But if you hit him with a jumping R2, because of the way it is, he stands up and you can just walk through his legs. Now we still have to drop down here anyway, and if I remember rightly, there's a knight down here. I've only got one flask. I'm sure there's, yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm sure there's a night. Right, let's deal with you first. Oh, okay. You're not happy. Oh my word! Can't even backstab these either. Or parry. Well, you can parry them. You can't repulse them. Okay, we got him. And that's the boss door there. So see, normally the way you were supposed to do it is you'd come this way. Oh man, stupid traps. I've done it now, haven't I? Okay, I might die here. Okay, sip. Potato chip. Oh, this is so bad. Keep getting tagged by the arrow. Right. Well, it's fine because we're gonna go and rest anyway. Oh, I knew. Right. But yeah, when we when we pulled that switch before and we twisted the statue around, the door that had opened was this one. Yeah. So because last time we went up the stairs here instead of going this way, didn't we? So yeah, normally you'd flick that switch, you'd go along the bottom, but you don't have to do that if you jump and attack the dragon legs. Excuse me, don't want to die here. We're just shy of another one. Like, I totally don't need to be putting this into vitality. But this boss coming up can bleed you. And her bleed is worse. Like most weapons, when your bleed meter gets filled, it does an instant 30% of your total HP. Priscilla's scythe that she uses, and both of the weapons you can make from her soul, they all do 50% bleed. So if I get blade, that's half of my life instantly disappeared, on top of whatever damage I took from the swing. So basically it's a pretty easy way to get yourself killed really fast. Trying to get your mate to come out, yeah. Okay, remember we've got a trap. Oh well, never mind. Got two of them. Yeah, just a big fella to deal with again. Oh, that's so tedious. I didn't think this would go down too well. Wow! Oh, I don't think so. And basically, that's... What's he dropped? Does he just drop a large Titanite shard every time? That's interesting. And that's why you go over the top, so you don't have to deal with these. Oh, yeah, top it up. I might, for the first time so far in this playthrough, have to kindle a bonfire. Right, so what's cool is this is the boss, Priscilla, but as you can see, she doesn't start hostile. In fact, we can talk to her.
Who art thou? One of us thou art not. If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not. Thou must returneth whence thou came. This land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind, but thou dost not belong. I beg of thee, plunge down from the plank and hurry home.
So, we don't even have to fight her. We could literally just run off this plank along here, and that's that. But if we choose to hit her, then we start the boss encounter, and from that point on there's no talking. You have to kill her to be able to leave. So the question is, we only really get one shot at this, don't we? Like, while she's like this, so if we're going to do as much damage as possible... Like, I probably am going to die here. I've got 3 flasks and I'm going to use power within, so... Yeah. We'll see. Don't have anything else that's going to, like, boost me damage. Tell you what, before we get going though, let's put some of them on. We don't need you. There's not a lot else I can use really. Right then, I guess we just crack on. So you're getting power within. You're getting two-handed R2'd. Oh, look, good amount of damage though. Anyway, she can turn invisible, which is bad. But if we look carefully, we can see where she is by footprints. So look, see, she's heading towards us at the moment. And she does swing, and basically the only way you can pull her out of invisibility is by hitting her. Okay, got the hit. And while she's invisible, she does still it does still affect her health bar. Okay, nearly got hit there. Might have to have a sippy. Okay, stay on the move, and need to stay somewhere where there's snow so I can see our footprints. Oh, okay. I've done well so far not to get hit, but I need to... Oh, she's right on top of us. Normally, I'd have thought I'd have broke our invisibility now, because it happens as soon as you stagger her. So surprised I haven't been hit yet. Oh, she must be nearly dead. Yeah, got her. Yeah. So I actually killed her before we broke her, before we staggered her out of our invisibility. So that's new. But yeah, literally, there's actually no, there is an item here that we missed. Do I want to go back and do it? No, I don't know. That's why you kill, when I was saying before about we could turn human and fight that NPC Phantom. If we do, his armor set's here. Do I want to do that? Can I even do that now that I've killed the boss? I don't think I can. So I guess we just go home. Yeah, like story-wise, there's absolutely no reason to kill Priscilla. Like at all. Like she's even just like, look, just go home. You don't belong here. You don't need to kill me. So literally the only reason to kill her is out of greed for our soul. Which we've done. Cool boss fight as well, but oh dear. That is going to take us back to the painted world, isn't it? That's tedious. Okay, we'll just have to do a Billy Burner then. With 0 flasks. Oh no, we've got 2. Right, well, let's make sure we're topped up. Right, excuse me, lads. But I mean, the things that you can make out of our soul are really useful. Scythe is a good weapon, and the dagger is actually really solid as well. A lot of people, I don't know if they still do, like, I have no idea if the meta's changed at all in regards to PvP, because I haven't done any yet on the remaster. But I know a lot of people used to run the dagger as like their secondary weapon, just to apply pressure if someone was being like overly turtling. Yeah, we'll go this way. We'll go this way. Because we're right close to where we want to be heading next. So now, in terms of what we've got left in the game to do, we have the Lord Souls and the areas that sort of precede that. But 3 paths really. We've got 6 areas, but 2 for each path. There's like 2 of them. One that leads on to the next. So we've got well, actually that's not even true for the Duke's Archives, is it? Because that's connected on Orlando. We've got the Duke's Archives, which is where we're going. We've got the Catacombs and the Tomb of Giants as the path to another Lord Soul, and we've got Demon Ruins and Lost Izalith. And the Catacombs. No, I said the Catacombs, didn't I? That's only 3. I'm sure we need 4 Lord Soul bits. Who's the other one? I don't know. Oh, 4 Kings, yeah. New Londo. We'll probably do New Londo last. But yeah, I think what we're doing next.
So you have received a revelation. Very auspicious. I hope for the best. I pray that through you, her wish will be granted.
Okay, we don't have Firekeep,
Have
so...
you heard of Seath the Scaleless? In legend, he turned against the ancient dragons. He became Lord Gwyn's confidant, was granted dukedom, and was allowed to pursue his research. At the Regal Archives, he immersed himself in research on scales of immortality. The one thing that he did not have. But his very research drove him mad. The Archives became a dungeon, a place for sinister experiments. Now, nobody dares even approach the Duke's forbidden archives.
Well, that's where we're going next.
This land high atop the mountain. But I should warn against even an approach.
Well, you can warn, but that's where we're going, Petal. That's where we head next. And also, actually, we've got one more completely optional area we can go to, which is the Great Hollow and Ash Lake, which we will do probably after the Duke's Archives, just because I want to go up the Duke's Archives because it's so cool. That's it up there. So again, it's one of those things in the topography of the land is that if you can see somewhere, you can go there, and you know, that's where we head into the archives. And like, I know Londo's like a close second, but the Duke's Archives is my personal favourite area of the game. But before we do that, I'm going to go to the giant blacksmith. So we'll warp to the Chamber of the Princess. Just because I can't be bothered with the run. Is it going to be any quicker though? That's the question. Probably not. Okay, we'll just run. We'll just not be lazy. We'll run. It probably is a little bit quicker, but still. Because we've got a lot of consumable souls, and I want to do the Man Serpent Greatsword up. And I want to actually just check real quick. Yeah, it is just a normal Greatsword, not an Ultra. It's a bit heavier, so we're going to have to make some room somewhere. Or plough some more points into endurance, which is probably the route we're going to take. I just want to get a start on upgrading this. Actually, we haven't even got the very large ember yet, have we? We need that. Very large ember is new Londo. That's what allows you to go from +10 to +15. So I'm gonna change my mind yet again and not bother, because the question is, at 26 strength, do I think the +10 Man Serpent Greatsword is going to out damage our +5 Black Knight sword? Bearing in mind that that's at max rank for what it is, and I don't think it will. So I guess we just stick to what we've got for the time being. And maybe he's getting the very large ember means new Londo will it'll creep up our up the tier list, up the priority queue of where we go. Also, there's the DLC, so there's still quite a lot to do. I'd say we're over halfway, definitely. So I'm going to do probably all the Lord Souls before I do the DLC. And I'll save the last part of the game, the killing of the first flame, until after we've done the DLC as well. And we've already cleared out these, we don't even need to kill them. Excuse me, please. So I should have spent these souls really. The reason I'd kept them was because I was going to spend a load on Titanite and start upgrading that sword, but we don't need to. No, I guess, at least not for the time being. So we've got another boar here. This one is 100 times worse than the one in Undeadburg. Not least of all because he's got more health and more damage. But also, look, see, protected hoop. The one thing that the one in the Undeadburg didn't have. And also, look, you can see that there's crystals on his horns. Jumping attacks are very effective though, as you can see. That hurt. But yeah, he's probably going to kill us here. Okay. He hits very hard, but as you can see, this is sort of his leash point, the steps. Now, if we bait him to attack, he will come over, I think. But this is how you kill him easily. You don't fight him. You just let him get on with it. Eventually, he'll turn round. and then we can bray him. However, I wonder how he feels about fireballs. He doesn't mind them, but that quite hurt. But yeah, even though like normal attacks, as you can see, don't do a lot, for some reason, jumping attacks do a lot of damage, like full damage. And I say normal attacks don't do a lot of damage. That's sharp. So like slash damage doesn't do a lot. Blunt does a lot. So if we had a mace, we'd be alright. But as it turns out, he wasn't that much bother anyway. Oh, is there another one? There is as well. I don't recall you. If I remember rightly, they don't respawn though. Well, we'll give them the two-handed. You know what? You're gonna be like this. Let's see how you like the power within jumping attack. Okay. Wrong thing came out. Never mind. Let me get my shield out. Oh, panic. Right, sippy. Let me sip. Okay, leave me alone. Oh, okay. Jumping attack. Boom. Don't get kicked. Jumping attack. He loves it. Right. Two-handed power within strats. Work every time. Oh, we got the boar helm as well. That's nice. We're not going to wear it. And here we are. This is the entrance to the Duke's Archives. So this time we are going to actually spend all these and we're going to get leveled up. I mean, I do realise that I still need bits of my armour upgrading. Like we can't we haven't even settled on what we're wearing yet. I think we're probably going to stick with the Eastern gloves. Because that's the other thing, I was looking at this arm. But also if we get rid of the shield, you can see it matches. So yeah, so we're just looking for a different pair of legs really. Although to be honest, the Wanderer ones, they kind of look pretty good. Oh, we got the Velka stuff, didn't we? That might change things. Oh, Thief Mask +6, how does that measure up against Mask of Velka? Well, weight wise, that's the main thing. It weighs a lot more. But I mean, look at it, it's cool. It's so cool. And it goes as well. Right. We just obviously need more endurance. Give me all of the endurance. So what about the Velka legs then? What were they called? I think it's black tights, isn't it? Yeah. Oh. Excuse me. They're a bit flirty them. No, we're not having them. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. We don't have a lot of options really. So far the Wanderer boots are winning. But I think the next time we're at Firelink we'll go and check out Donald and see what he's carrying in terms of boss armour. Could even do that now really. Because the stuff that he carries is like really expensive. I'm sure it's like 20,000 per piece or something ridiculous. I've got 10 minutes left on the timer. Let's do that. We're gonna go back to Firelink. And check that out. Just because I wanna kinda, I don't wanna start on the Duke's Archives with like 10 minutes left because I wanna enjoy it in full. Right. Okay, no, that's fine. Like 74,000's a lot to potentially throw away if I muck this jump up, but to be honest, if I muck the jump up, I kind of deserve it. Right, here we go. Whoop. Now we've done it. This is the bit there where things go wrong, because you've got to like, it's very, very. There we go, we've done it. And a ring sacrifice. You can get this from the start of the game, but it's like, until you get a homeward bone, you can't get back.
Aye, Shemai. I didn't expect to meet anybody here. I suppose great minds think alike, eh?
So, now that we've killed a few bosses, he should have various bits and pieces for us to buy. Yeah, so we've got his stuff. So we've got the golem armor. That's like even heavier than the steel armor. I think that might be in. It's either that or S'more's armor that's the heaviest in the game. No, Havel's is. It's that's it now. It's very heavy. It's very heavy and it's got a lot of defense, as you can see. So it's not 20,000 a piece, but it is pretty expensive. Could get Ornstein's legs. Do you think Ornstein's legs are gonna go? They also weigh 7, which is quite a lot. It's a bit out of our budget at the minute. Ornstein's armor does look cool though. And that's all. Oh, right, yes, of course, I remember. So, what am I trying to say here? He's got Ornstein's armor available for sale because he's the one we beat last. So we beat Super Ornstein. If we'd killed Ornstein first and then had to fight Super S'more, we'd have got S'more's armor. His legs weigh 4. His is like so much more expensive than Ornstein's. Let's grab them. In fact, let's get that armor as well. You know what, let's just buy the lot. I'm not interested in them really.
Thank you. That was a fine trade. I have this funny feeling we'll meet again soon, and we'll make another find.
So now if we talk to him, he should give us something. Because we've traded with him.
I suppose. I'm afraid.
Alright, maybe not.
Well, that is a shame then. But no matter. Come back again. Not every. There'll be more instant.
Right, our current legs weigh 2.1. So yeah, Ornstein's weigh a lot more than that. How does his armor stack up against the Eastern armor? Probably won't swap over, but you know. It's actually a little bit lighter. And I mean, it does look cool though. This is what I mean, look at that. You can't tell me that that doesn't look cool. I might be tempted to swap. It's not as good as our Eastern armor +4 though. At least not currently. I don't know whether this is going to take us back to Orlando or not. It should take us to just outside the Duke's Archive, shouldn't it? Yeah, that's fine because all I'm going to do now is level up. And then we'll wrap this one here. See, the problem now is like I probably haven't got too many more stats in me over the course of this playthrough unless I like grind levels, which I'm not really prepared to do. So let's say if I make it to about maybe 75 or 80 by the end of the game, and I've got a lot of different stats that I want. Like, I think I'm alright with 20 vitality, that's totally fine. I want some more attunement for another at least one more slot. How many do I need to get a 4? I can get a 4 with 16. That's probably the cut-off point for attunement. Strength, I want to keep going. So basically, I tell you what, we'll do attunement. Because now, all I want really is endurance and strength. So I can just focus on dumping into them now. I'm happy with where my dex is. I'm happy with my attunement, happy with my vitality. Resistance is a garbage stat for garbage people, and we don't need either of them. So I guess that's that. So we've got another slot now. What do we want to use? Could use Fire Orb. That's probably the most useful. Fire Surge. If I remember rightly, he's like pretty rubbish in this game. It's better in DS3. We do want Great Chaos Fireball, but it's 2 slots. We'll rock Fire Surge for a bit. Maybe it's good and I just don't know how to use it, but look. It looks cool, if nothing else. Right, well anyway, I've waffled on long enough. The last 5 minutes have just me been humming and hawing. So we're going to leave this here, and then we're going to do the Duke's Archives next time. Okay? We made progress though, we're getting there. We're now wanting the Lord Souls, so we're doing well. Having fun, hopefully you're enjoying watching it. But having said that, thanks for watching, see you next time.